Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we've sifted through a mountain of expert analysis, product tests, and cosmetic science articles to bring you one thing.
The ultimate guide to achieving that perfect winter glow skin.
And we're not just throwing product names at you, we're synthesizing a full routine, a strategy really, designed to fight back against everything winter throws at your skin.
Exactly. This isn't about just looking shiny. The sources we looked at are very, very clear on this.
Yeah, they use this term sakwang. It means what? Inner radiance.
Inner radiance, yeah. It's the skin's actual ability to hold moisture and reflect light from deep within.
So not a surface oil slick. It's more like a polished stone versus a varnished one. The glow comes from inside.
That's a perfect analogy. And a quick note for anyone with oily or combination skin.
Right, that Tsubuji type. Dry inside, oily on the surface.
Don't tune out. This entire routine is built around non-comedogenic products. It's designed for you.
Okay, so let's lay out the plan. It's a three-pillar approach. First, we have to talk about targeted cleansing.
Then, the core of the routine, what the experts call water layering, to get that deep hydration.
And finally, transparent glow makeup, how to show off all that hard work.
All right, so let's start at the beginning. Cleansing. You could have the best serums on the planet, but if your skin isn't prepped,
they're useless.
Totally useless. You have to gently, and I mean gently, remove that layer of old, dull skin cells.
And the key product the experts are adding to the evening routine for this, it's an enzyme powder. They mentioned the Needly Mild Enzyme Cleansing Powder as a great example.
Okay, wait, let me jump in here, because I can hear people thinking this.
Go for it.
An exfoliant in winter. Isn't that the #1 mistake people make, using harsh scrubs and just destroying their skin barrier when it's already so vulnerable?
That is the perfect question. And this is where the aha moment comes in. It's about targeted exfoliation.
So what does it actually mean?
Unlike a physical scrub that just scrapes the surface, or even some acids, these enzymes like papain or bromelain are proteins. Think of them as microscopic smart scissors. They only go after one specific thing.
The dead stuff.
Exactly. The dead keratin protein. They snip it away, but leave the healthy, living skin cells underneath completely alone.
So it's precision work. You're not just bulldozing the whole street.
You're not, and that's why it's so low irritation. By clearing out just that dead buildup, it helps prevent pores from closing up or getting clogged. Fewer blackheads, less trouble, no damage.
The sources even mention that these formulas have cushioning ingredients, like a type of cornstarch, specifically to reduce friction while you're washing.
That's how gentle the approach is, but it's a nighttime-only thing.
Right. Strictly for your evening routine after you take off your makeup.
And in the morning?
Just water. A splash of water. You don't need to do it again. Over-exfoliating is still a risk.
And the results they saw were pretty immediate. Clearer skin tones, softer texture, and yeah, fewer blackheads. It just works.
Okay, so our canvas is clean. It's prepped. Now we get to the main event. Building that inner glow, that sakwang.
This is where that term water layering comes in. The whole strategy is about minimizing surface oil and maximizing deep hydration.
You're stacking light, watery layers instead of just slapping on one heavy cream. And the sequence is crucial. Toner, then serum, then moisturizer.
Let's start with the toner. Why is it so important here?
Because it's a pH reset. Cleansing can knock your skin's pH out of whack, and skin is most receptive. It absorbs things best when it's slightly acidic.
So the toner brings it back to that sweet spot.
Instantly. It basically tells your skin, okay, get ready, the good stuff is coming.
And we're not talking about just any toner. The sources highlighted these all-in-one types, like the Intermission Resto Serum Skin.
Yeah, these are doing more than just pH balancing. They're packing in hydration, soothing ingredients, and barrier support.
They specifically mentioned a combination of cica,
Centella asiatica, everyone's favorite soothing ingredient,
combined with peptides to form this patented complex for barrier recovery.
And that rapid recovery is so important in winter. Think about it. You walk from the freezing cold outside into a building blasting dry heat.
Your skin barrier just takes a massive hit.
A constant all-day assault. So having that immediate repair function in your first step is a game changer for keeping moisture locked in.
Okay, next up, moisturizer. The sources called this the most critical step for making foundation last. For that huaro milk.
Which just means makeup adheres well. I love that term.
Me too.
And yes, the moisturizer sets the final texture and the oil-water balance. It's the literal foundation for your foundation, and how you apply it is everything.
Okay, break it down for us. What if you're using a light gel-type cream
The technique is to layer a small amount twice.
instead of one big glob?
Exactly. Think of a dry sponge. If you dump a bucket of water on it, most just runs off.
But if you wet it a little, let it sink in, and then add more.
You get that deep, thorough saturation. That's what we want for your skin.
That makes so much sense. But what about the really thick, heavy winter creams? The ones that can feel greasy or make your makeup slide off?
For those, you do the opposite. You put a small amount on your palm and spread it thin, almost like you're using your hand as a spatula.
To warm it up and thin it out.
Right. Then you just lightly press it onto your face. You're applying a thin, even seal, not a thick mask.
I love that tip. The sources also got really technical about ingredient advancements, especially with Cica creams.
Oh, yeah. Things like double fermentation and ultrasonic processing.
Okay, ultrasonic processing. That sounds like something from NASA. What does that actually do for, say, a Cica cream?
It's pretty cool, actually. It uses sound waves to break down the Cica extract into much, much smaller particles.
So they can penetrate the skin barrier more easily.
Way more easily. It's all about maximizing absorption, getting those powerful ingredients deep into the skin where they can do their work, all while keeping the formula itself lightweight.
So we've cleansed, we've layered, we have this deeply hydrated, glowing base.
The skin is rebuilt from the inside out. It's ready.
Now for the million-dollar question. How do you put makeup on this without hiding it? What's the recommended base layer?
Overwhelmingly, the experts said a moisturizing physical sunscreen.
Physical sunscreen. But don't people associate those with thick, pasty white stuff? The exact opposite of a glow.
That's the old school thinking. Modern formulas are totally different, and the fact that they're a bit opaque is actually a benefit.
How so?
Because the main ingredient, usually zinc oxide, acts like a white canvas.
Oh.
It gives you a subtle, natural tone-up and texture correction from the start.
It's basically a primer.
It's a primer with amazing sun protection. And because it's already done some of the color-correcting work, you end up needing less foundation on top.
And the moisturizing part keeps that glow from being flattened out.
Right. They pointed to the Fusidin Derma Trouble Zinc Calming Sun Cream as a perfect example. It's low irritation, gives a natural tone-up without being chalky, and the zinc itself is soothing. It plays well with everything.
All right, base is on. Now for the actual glow makeup. The trend is all about being thin, transparent, letting that inner glow shine through.
And we looked at 3 contenders that really show the different ways you can achieve that. First up, the Hera Reflection Skin Glow Cushion. This one is a semi-glow.
The big feature on this one was the double mesh net, right? For controlling how much product you pick up.
Exactly. It forces you to apply a thin layer. But because it's so thin, the color can deepen a little during the day.
It oxidizes.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So the pro tip was to actually buy one shade lighter than you normally would, like a 17N1 instead of a 21N1, to counteract that.
Smart. Okay, next, the Hera foundation, the liquid version. This one was described as semi-matte, which sounds a bit confusing for a glow routine.
It is, but it's about the finish versus the longevity. It goes on looking glowy, but it locks down and feels semi-matte. It doesn't move.
Because it has more of those adhesion ingredients.
More isodode pinky,
Yeah.
a little alcohol, stuff that makes it really stick.
Yeah.
Look at this. It also has tiny amounts of AHA and BHA.
Exfoliating acids in a foundation.
Yeah, the idea is that it's subtly smoothing your skin texture and pores all day long. It's a real workhorse for coverage and staying power.
Okay, and the final one, the luxury pick. Armani's Luminous Silk Prima Glow Cushion.
This one stood out. It's a physical-only sunscreen filter, and it had the highest moisture content of the 3. But they also packed it with skincare.
You mean like active ingredients?
Bosqualane, niacinamide, vitamin C, vitamin E. It's makeup that's actively supporting your skin barrier while you wear it.
Which you need if you want that glow to last all day.
Absolutely. And it gives that beautiful signature Armani ivory look. The sources found that when you paired this with the physical sunscreen base, it gave the longest, most beautiful wear of all.
One last tiny but crucial tip from the sources.
Oh, this one's so important.
You have to wait. After your moisturizer, before your sunscreen or makeup, just wait.
5 to 10 minutes. Let everything sink in completely. If you rush, you get pilling, lifting. The whole thing just falls apart.
Patience is a virtue.
And a key skincare step. So moving beyond just the morning routine, there's one more enemy we have to talk about.
The heater.
The heater. It's a barrier-destroying machine. If you do this whole routine and your skin still feels tight and flaky by 3 p.m., It's probably the dry indoor air.
So what's the midday rescue plan?
A barrier-focused mist. The sources loved the Intre Aqua Squalene mist. It has 1% squalane, which mimics your skin's natural oils.
So a quick spritz doesn't just add water, it actually helps patch up the barrier on the fly.
Yes, it provides instant relief and helps stop that cycle of dryness and damage.
Okay, so let's recap the whole philosophy. It starts with targeted, gentle exfoliation with enzymes.
Followed by deep hydration using that water layering technique, little by little.
Then you need to support your skin barrier with ingredients like cica and squalene.
And finally, you use thin, transparent makeup that sticks well, but lets that inner radiance you've worked so hard for actually shine through.
The whole point is that you are improving your skin's actual ability to hold onto light and water.
You're not just faking it with heavy products, you're building the glow from the inside out.
And that leaves us with a final thought for you to take with you. We've seen how technical things like ultrasonic processing or application methods like using your palm as a spatula can totally change how a product performs.
So beyond just buying new things, think about this. What one small change could you make to your technique tonight? How could you apply the products you already own to unlock a little more of that glow potential?
It's often not what you use, but how you use it.
That's the real secret.
A perfect thought to end on. Thanks for joining us on the deep dive. We'll see you next time.